Sorry. Don't eat my hair, bud. Do you want to look at the camera? We're making a YouTube video. It's gonna be about you. It's exciting. All right, he's just gonna lay down. Okay, successfully got him to lay on the couch. Hi, everyone. Okay, we've officially got Mr. Remington on the couch with his ear all flipped up. Yeah, so I figured we could just take off from here. So, I kind of wanted to share with you guys how I got Remy and how everything just kind of took place. I had a comment saying, hey, we kind of want to know, the backstory on your rescue doggy. So here we go. So me and my husband, we had been wanting a dog for a while, like a year-ish or so. So I was like, okay, well, before we get a dog, I am going to be a Cesar Millan guru, and I'm going to read all of his books and all the Dog Whisperer books. So I did. I read Caesar's Way. I read Be the Pack Leader. I read a whole bunch of his books, and they were super helpful. So I would check them out if I were you. Super helpful. So anyway, as I went along in these books, I was like, okay, I really would like, a dog from a breeder. That way mom and dad, they're not psychotic, that it's not going to be some crazy demon psycho monkey dog, So let's go the breeder route. So Christmas came around, we saved up all of our money because I told my husband, I was like, look, if we go the breeder route, it's going to be kind of expensive. So we saved up at like $1,000 because we wanted a purebred German Shepherd was kind of the idea because they're so elegant and they're so, intelligent and all this. So I was like, okay, then we'll save up. We'll get the German Shepherd. It's going to be epic. I have a whole plan. It's going to be the healthiest, bravest, smartest, cutest dog in the world. It's going to be great. So January hits and I start looking for breeders. So found one breeder and she was nice. She offered to have lunch and then I wouldn't hear back from her. So then I called her again. I was like, hey, and we talked for a good a hot minute the first time. We really did. So I don't know. Maybe I said something really offensive. I don't know. You never know. So anyway, she never called back. So then I called her and because got to get this train rolling, man, because you about to have puppies and I want one. Again, talked to me very briefly, said that she didn't have time to talk to me and just in general kind of pissed me off. So, I said, okay, so, clearly not my breeder. So then went and found another breeder. Super nice dude, super professional dude. Well, the mom was on her third litter, and I guess she was stressed out, and so she rolled over on all the puppies. So none of the puppies survived that. And so I, of course, cried my little eyeballs out because I was like, well, okay, I guess I'm just not supposed to have a puppy then, and I guess I just won't have a dog forever. I'll just get a hamster. I will teach him tricks. I will walk him on a harness. It will be epic. Judge will love him. That's my cat. Judge will love him. It will be epic. And I'll just get a hamster or a goldfish. I had a lot of anger there. Anyway, first breeder didn't work. Second breeder didn't work. So then I was like, well, and at this point, my husband, he ended up having to be deployed. So I was like, well, I got no dog, and I got no husband, but I didn't give up. So I contacted the Animal Protection Society here, and I was like, hey, do you guys need a volunteer, a dog walker? And they were like, yeah. And then COVID happened. Then they were like, no. So I was like, okay. this dream of like having a dog is just slowly, I mean, it's just withering. I mean, it's so bad. I might as well just go get a betta fish. I like betta fish. Anyway, so after that, I was like, okay, I'm not done yet. Okay, I've not exhausted all options. Okay, animal control. So called animal control, and they actually had an influx of 40 pit bulls. I don't want to speculate as to how they got those pit bulls, but I mean, his ears aren't docked, and neither is his tail, but he's just too sweet looking. Yeah, he's too sweet looking to be a fighting dog anyway. I mean, seriously, look at him. There's no way. There's no way. All right, so they had the influx, and I said, hey, can I foster one? Like, I just want to foster him for 30 days, and that's it, you know? And I would be a super good foster mom because I have read all of Caesar Milan's books, and I've watched every single episode of Dog Whisperer. So, but okay, they didn't really care about that. So, I actually did tell the girl, and she was like, oh, okay. So here's your leash, and here's some food. And I was like, but you don't care about my extensive knowledge? It's not really that extensive. I just watch the shows because they're great. So anyway, they had the influx, and then I said, okay, I'll take one. I just want to foster one. And they're like, well, we kind of already have foster homes for most of them, and then the rest of them, we kind of just want to keep in animal control just in case somebody wants to come in and adopt one. I was like, okay, that's fine. It's cool. It's fine. I'm just going to go to PetSmart and get a cricket, and I'll keep him in a little cage, and he'll be my pet. It'll be fine. So hang up, super discouraged, all this stuff. Well, then I see on Facebook, when I'm at the public defender's office, I see on Facebook, and yeah, I was on Facebook, but it was just brief. It was briefly. I was just, okay. Anyway, so I saw on Facebook his picture, Patrick's picture. And I was like, dude, what? Where did this guy come from? And they said, oh, Patrick needs a foster home. And I was like, y'all didn't tell me about Patrick? And they were like, well, he has kennel cough and all of this stuff, but he could really use a foster home. And I was so pissed. I went to the legal assistant. I was like, how come they didn't tell me about Patrick? I called them yesterday, did not tell me about Patrick. I'm pissed. And then she was like, well, maybe you should just try again. And I was like, I can't. Yeah, she's right. Okay, I'll try again. So I called them at like right before they closed. And I was like, hey, is Patrick available? I want to foster him. What's happening? And they were like, oh yeah, just come by, tomorrow and just get him. And I thought, shoot, I have jail court tomorrow. So I don't know how long that's going to be. Went back to my office, looked at all the files, tried to figure out who would want to do what. Do you want to bond out? Do you want to plead? What you want to do? So that way it would be super quick and I could go get puppy. So I go to jail court the next day, and I talked to animal control before I went to jail court. And I was like, hey, I'm coming right after court. Like, it's going to be quick and easy. They're like, okay, well, yeah, we'll just have him here. And I was nervous that somebody was gonna go snatch him, but I guess nobody wanted to. I don't know. Nobody claimed the poor little Pookie. So anyway, so I run in jail court, and it was a really weird day because it was in the heat of COVID. They weren't letting a lot of people in the courtroom. It was weird. My boss was there, and I was very confused because I was gonna take care of all these cases. I was so confused. So then my boss looks at me and he's like, well, we don't need you. And I was like, what do you mean you don't? What do you mean? These are my clients. So then they got too many people in the courtroom, so they kicked me out before I could even figure out what was going on. So I'm standing there in the hallway and thinking about all this, and I'm like, well, do I need to be here? Do I not? I really want to go get the puppy. Is he going to be mad at me if I go get the puppy? I'm confused. I don't know what's happening. Well, all this thinking is taking place, and all these cops start to like surround me as they're waiting outside the courtroom. And they're talking about they're doing like sex cases and stuff, and I was like, how is this my life? Like, how did I end up here? I went to law school to prevent this from happening, but whatever. I don't know. I was done. I went back inside and I was like, do you need me? And he said, no. I bolted. I went to animal control. I mean, I was eastbound and down, man. I was getting there. So went to animal control, sat down with the animal control lady, and she was like, okay, look, now he's got a kennel cough, but we've tried to, we've tried to alleviate that as best as possible, but he is heartworm positive. I just want to let you know that. And I was like, okay, I don't care. At this point, I don't care. So I was like, cool, just let me snatch him. So turns out he's the most obedient, mild-mannered dog, didn't even jump on me, didn't give me any hard time. Like, he was just so great that 2 hours into fostering, I called, hey there, bud. I called my husband. Okay. I'll just be here. It's fine. Called my husband and I said, hey, can we keep him? And he was like, sure, it doesn't matter. It's fine. So here we have him, hanging off the couch, just chilling. I might post another video of his heartworm journey and all that, because he's almost heartworm positive. Can you see his head? This is his head. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I'll post about that journey. And let me know if you guys want to know anything else.